By this point, you've probably watched 100 trading videos, tried multiple strategies and courses, and maybe even made some money here and there. But at the end of the day, you're still not profitable. And let me guess, every time you think you figured it out, you end up right back where you started. Small wins, big losses, and the cycle repeats. So why the f is this happening? Because nobody's actually showing you how to trade profitably. They're just feeding you half-baked strategies and recycled advice. That ends today. And in case you're wondering, who the fuck am I to tell you this? Well, my name's Sebastian, and not to brag, but I've made over $2 million in trading profits in the last 48 months, which, by the way, most of the online trading gurus haven't. My students have made more than $3 million combined, and currently I have hundreds of students stacking consistent payouts. And today, I'm going to hand over the entire roadmap that made this possible. By the way, if you want more proof, Instagram highlights, client interviews on YouTube, Discord wins channel. Now look, this isn't gonna be another highly edited, dopamine spiking YouTube video with rented cars giving you vague trading advice like be patient or follow your risk management. This is a complete step-by-step roadmap to getting profitable on complete autopilot in the next 90 days without spending 10 hours a day staring at charts and going through endless courses or relying on 100 different indicators, blowing prop firm challenges over and over, overcomplicating entries and exits, or guessing every time you place a trade. By the time you're done watching this, you'll know exactly how to make an extra $10,000 a month in trading profit. So if you're sick of losing money, tired of overcomplicating shit, and you just want a clear path to profitability once and for all, watch this video till the end. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck in the same cycle 6 months from now. All right, guys, let's talk about how you can make an extra 5 figures in trading profits on complete automation. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, guys, let's just make one thing clear. This is not for everyone. If you're someone who just picked up trading yesterday and still doesn't know the difference between a candlestick and a chopstick, not for you. If you're still looking for the magic indicator, the magic algo, or a guaranteed win strategy that'll make you rich literally overnight, this is not for you guys. It doesn't exist. But if you actually have been trading for months, maybe even years, but you're still not profitable. You know the basics, but you struggle with consistency. You've had some wins, but the losses keep wiping you out. And you still feel like you're one step away from figuring this out, but let's just say a little something's missing. But most importantly, you're willing to stop overcomplicating things and follow a proven process. Well, you're exactly who this video is for. Because I know exactly what it's like to grind every single day, trying to force your way to profitability. I did that for years, only to end up in the same place months later. And if this is where you're at right now, guys, I'm going to change everything for you. This is why you're still not profitable, okay? Before I spit out the sauce, I just want to ask you this. Why do you think you're still not profitable? Spoiler alert, it's not because you don't know enough. It's not about knowledge, guys. It's not about knowing another strategy or something else. It's because you're focused on the wrong things. You're making trading harder than it needs to be. You think you need to master every single strategy under the sun, ICT, support resistance, God knows what, before you can actually make money. And you're constantly adding more indicators, more confluences, more complexity, when the reality is the best traders keep it super, super simple. I think even worse than that, you don't actually have a system. You think you do. You know TA, you understand market structure, but your execution is completely random. One day you actually follow your plan, the next day you throw it out the window because you feel like the market's going to reverse and maybe you should take off your stop loss. You can't improve what you don't track, guys, all right? And most people, unfortunately, most likely you as well, don't track anything. And if you do, you're probably not doing it very well, all right? And of course, you're switching strategies the moment things go wrong. If your losses and immediately start looking for a better method, a different market to trade. Maybe you saw somebody on Twitter say, hey, maybe this is a better strategy, or maybe I should change this. You're not refining a skill set. You're just restarting from zero over and over again. And what does that mean, guys? You don't get any progress. Meanwhile, traders who actually do make money, they're sticking to one process and they fine-tune it instead of constantly chasing the next best thing. You're letting emotions run the show. You revenge trade after a loss. You take profits way too early out of fear. You're closing trades just because the candles start wicking a little. And instead of letting your plan play out, well, you panic, interfere, and sabotage yourself. You're treating this like a game, not a business, guys. All right, trading is not some little mobile game. I know all of you guys are dopamine addicted and shit, but this is an actual business. All right, if you just did 4 years of university, now you're a doctor, is it a fucking game? No, it's not. All right, real traders need to protect the capital first. The profits come after. All right, you guys understand you go from unprofitable to break even to profitable. Break even means you're cutting out the losses, right, or as many as possible, right? So you got to protect your capital first. You're still taking random high-risk bets, trying to flip accounts, hoping for big wins instead of just building sustainable income. Every successful trader understands that this is about probability, not perfection. Here's the truth no one told you before. The market isn't your problem. You are. But the good news is you can fix it. That's exactly what I'm about to show you now. The 3 roads to profitability. Guys, there's 3 paths to becoming a profitable trader, and 2 of them are the ones that most people take. They can work, but let's just say they come with a special level of pain and suffering. Speaking from experience. The 3rd is what actually does get you profitable without wasting years of your life. Let's just start with, route number 1 is the grind until you make it path. This is the traditional route that pretty much everybody takes whenever they start. If you work hard enough, you'll figure out approach. Type shit you'd hear from your dad. And sure, it works. I mean, just like running barefoot through a minefield technically works if you somehow make it to the other side. Shout out to Saving Private Ryan. Let's break this process down, all right? Learning the basics. Every trader needs the basics. That's kind of obvious, guys. But let me just tell you something. Most people learn the wrong basics. They don't get the right information. Just because a building is standing doesn't mean it has a good foundation. It could collapse at any moment. I'm not going to give a reference for that one because I'm going to get canceled. And that's exactly what happens to most traders. They think they know the fundamentals, but in reality, their foundation is complete garbage. All right? What do traders learn first? What do they learn first, guys? All right, the first thing I learned was demo trade for a year before you go live. Bro, you just wasted a whole year making fake money that doesn't even prepare you for real trading. It's a complete waste of time. Keep a journal. Okay, Anne Frank, look, you need to know actually how to journal properly and review it. Most people don't even tell you to review your journal or do it properly. So you're just writing shit down for fun. Guys, waste of time. Stock options are the best way to make $100 per day as a beginner. I started with options, and what did I get for it? Let's just say I got the ass without any loop. It was not very nice at all, and I was not making $100 a day. I had maybe 3 days where I made $100, $150, but the other days I would lose $500, $1,000, $2,000 because I didn't fucking know how to use a stop loss. It's options. It's so much more difficult. All right, this is one of the worst markets to start with. And hey, no hate if you're doing options profitably, right? But you're probably not watching this video, so I'm just talking to a ghost. All right, it does get clicks though, I'll say. Indicators will help you. They can help you, but they're most likely just going to distract you. That's why every retail trader would be rich if those actually did work, like the secret trading algorithms. So what do people do, guys? They spend months drowning in overcomplicated, contradictory information. You know, trading is actually stupid simple. You only need basic trading terminology. The basics, guys. Long, short, candlesticks, support, resistance. Basic shit you learn in 10 minutes on YouTube, all right? How to read a chart. Guys, just learn how to read a chart. Learn how price moves. It's super simple. How do you do it? Look at TradingView, my guy. It's literally right there. Stare at the charts for a few hours and you're 80% there. How trading actually works is just as important because most people completely misunderstand how it actually works. They look at dollar signs. Meanwhile, it's all about win rates, risk-reward ratios, risk management. You can also add in a couple of other concepts, but that's the basics, guys. It's not about memorizing a bunch of patterns and reading a bunch of books about candlesticks and trading patterns, guys. None of that shit's going to help you. And of course, the most important is a game plan, all right? I mean, all these things are important, but the game plan, in my opinion, is the most important, or else you're literally just going to be going around in circles forever while not really knowing why you're doing what you're doing. You need to know your goal, guys. How many trades do you need to hit your goal of 10K a month, for example? How often do you want to trade? Think about these things, guys, all right? That's the real foundation. But most traders, they never get here because they overcomplicate everything. They burn months or even years of time, and they still feel lost. And then they quit and go back to 9 to 5. What a fucking waste, all right? Let's just say somehow you get past this phase. Well, here comes the real struggle, guys. Learning a strategy. It's time to find one. Where do you start? Crypto, stocks, forex, futures, God knows what, scalping, day trading, swing trading, what strategy? Guys, you go down the rabbit hole thinking, okay, well, this video must be good. It's a secret trading strategy. The banks don't want me to know it. Let's watch it. This guy must know something. 100% win rate? I want that. The best indicator combo to print money? Oh, I didn't think about that combo. I got to try it. I haven't tried it yet, right? And you come out more confused than when you started because now you have 30 indicators in your chart and 20 videos on your to-do and 20 videos on your to-watch list and 20 videos on your watch later list, and next thing you know, you're not making any money. You're just watching videos and putting a bunch of indicators on your screen. At this point, guys, you just pick something you hope for the best, take a few losses, the panic starts, all right? The most important thing is learning to trust your strategy because most people, they just second guess every trade. They back test like crazy. They scroll left on TradingView thinking, yep, that would work. They go live and suddenly, boom, it doesn't work. They get stopped out. They hesitate, overtrade, break their own rules, if they even had rules. Then you start tweaking your strategy. Maybe if I just add another indicator, all right? Maybe ATR would help, right? No. Maybe I should use a bigger stop loss. No, this one's still not working. Maybe if I just wait for more confirmation. But I missed my entry. Before you know it, you're switching systems every 2 weeks. Meanwhile, real profitable traders, guys, the real ones, they're sticking to one system and they just fine-tune it, all right? This is why most traders never make it out of this phase, because if they do, I mean, it takes years, guys. And even after all this effort, people are still looking for a shortcut, which leads us to route number 2, which is just copying somebody else. Now, everybody's thought, hey, why don't I just copy someone who's already making money with trading? This actually makes sense, right? Because you can skip most of the bullshit of learning a strategy. They already learned it. It does make sense, but if somebody's already cracked the code, why would you waste years trying to figure it out yourself? The thing is, guys, it's not as easy as it sounds. Or else, why isn't your grandma taking Mamba FX's signals, printing $1 million a month? Guys, look, step number 1 is finding a profitable trader. It seems simple, but it's just not. How the fuck are you going to find a consistently profitable trader with data, all right, all of the trades tracked, all accurately, in a way that you can properly execute it? It's like finding a needle in a haystack of rented Lambos and fake screenshots, all right? For every one trader who's legit, there's at least 10, if not 50, all right, who are only posting winning trades and never show losses. They manipulate the results to look more profitable than they actually are. They make money, but not in a way that you can actually copy. So if you actually do find one, congrats. But here comes problem number 2. You try to copy their trades. You found a legit trader, and, well, they take a trade while you're asleep. By the time you wake up, move's over. They adjust their stop loss in real time, but you missed the update. They exited 5R profits, but you hesitated and only caught 2R. Suddenly your results don't match theirs anymore. And even though they're profitable, you are not. Even if you copy their trades exactly, there's still a gap. Spreads are different on your broker. Execution speed messes up your entries. You get home from work and the trade's already over, to name a few. There's many more. And now, even though you're technically following a profitable trader, your results still suck. At this point, after wasting months or years grinding through the first 2 routes already, after spending God knows how many hours backtesting, tweaking strategies, and trying to copy traders who trade while you're asleep, you finally start to wonder, is there a way to make money from trading without doing all this bullshit? And the answer is yes, there actually is. This exact way, one of our clients used to pass phase 1 of a $200,000 FTMO challenge in just 2 trading days and made $23,000. This is the SET trading system, all right? This is the best route to profitability, the one that actually makes traders money. It doesn't involve spending 10 hours a day staring at charts or getting scammed by a guru selling you the same RSI strategy that blew your account last time, just with ATR this time. This is where trading stops being a struggle. This is where shit actually starts working. This is how it works, guys, all right? You stop trying to learn trading and you actually just start getting paid. Most traders treat trading like a college degree. They think they need 3 years of backtesting before they can take a real trade, 100 trading books before they understand price action, and a fucking PhD in market structure before they start making withdrawals. Meanwhile, the traders actually getting paid, they skipped all that shit and focused on what actually makes money. Because here's the truth, guys, you don't need to master trading to make money from it. In fact, the more you learn, the more you're probably screwing yourself over. That's a fact. Just look at most traders. They know every ICT concept under the sun, still broke. They have over 500 hours of backtesting and they're still failing prop firm challenges. They've read Trading in the Zone twice, still prevents trading after loss. Why? Because they never built a system that actually pays them. They're just hoarding knowledge like it's a collectible hobby. But you're just about to skip all that shit and go straight to getting paid. How? You instantly get funded without failing challenges 10 times. All right, prop firms, they make money when you fail. And that's why they set you up to get fucked. They give you just enough drawdown to get wrecked after one bad trade. They slap on random rules to disqualify you for dumb shit, and they make it just hard enough for you to almost pass and then blow up. And even if you do miraculously pass, I mean, good luck keeping that for long. Most people, they lose their funded accounts within 30 days. No payouts. Because let's be honest, you really trust yourself to suddenly start trading like a disciplined sniper overnight? Shout out to American Sniper. Or are you going to get impatient, overtrade, and nuke the account like every other trader out there? Guys, that is why we passed the challenge for you. No nerves. No, I hope I don't fuck this up. No, paying for 7 evaluations and failing every single one. You wake up, boom, you're funded just like these guys. And one day, and one day, and one day, same thing. All right? And this guy actually, the week after that, got a $5,000 payout. We forgot to add the image, but this guy absolutely printed. They didn't have to stress. They didn't have to get better. They just got funded, and that's it. That is when the real money starts. You stop trading like a degen, and you let us print money for you. You're funded. Let's talk about what happens next, all right? You try to trade it yourself, and good luck with that. You take a stupid trade out of boredom, you move your stop loss just to watch price tap it in reverse, you see a trade go slightly in profit and close it early just to watch it moon 10 seconds later, and before you know it,
you're back at $0 wondering where it all went wrong. Or scenario number 2, you follow a signal provider and surprise, they close to break even while you're asleep and you wake up to a 2% loss. They exit a trade before news hits, meanwhile you're taking a full stop out, plus limit. They scale in, adjust risk, and manage their position live while you're stuck with a shitty partial entry. That's exactly why we said fuck that and built a better way. Here's what we do instead. We connect your account to the system, you leverage the exact trades executed by our 7-figure traders in real time, and you make money while literally doing nothing. No missed trades, no wrong lot sizes, no sitting there wondering, should I enter now, should I wait, oh shit, it already moved. If one of our traders wins 5%, you make 5%. If we had a 10K payout, you hit a 10K payout. No difference, no delay, no bullshit. Here is some of our data in January of one of our trades. Every single thing tracked meticulously with a return of 42 hours a month and a 55% win rate, all copied over to your account. This is not just some random signal group. This is fully automated. It means you're not stressing over every candle. You're not making trades based on emotions. You're not turning a 3% win into a 5% loss because you just couldn't walk away. You're just stacking consistent payouts without you lifting a damn finger. Now guys, let's just be real for a second. If learning everything or copying profitable traders actually worked, we would not see thousands of traders grinding for years with nothing to show for it. The system works because it cuts out the problems that make trading miserable, the overcomplication, the hesitation, the endless cycle of wins and losses canceling each other out. Let me just paint a picture for you guys, all right? You spent months, maybe years, trying to piece everything together. You master price action, indicators, risk management, psychology, hell, you might even feel like you're getting somewhere. Then, the second real money is on the line, it all goes out of the window. The solid back testing data, the discipline you swore you had, that edge you thought was bulletproof, it's gone. Because the market does not care how much you studied. Instead of just tweaking small things getting better, you end up scrapping everything and restarting again. Another month wasted. That is the trap, guys. So maybe you decide, screw it. I'll just copy someone who's actually profitable. Smart move, right? Well, your execution's never one-to-one. Timing's always off, your risk's always different, your results never quite match theirs. And they don't want you to know this. They secure break-even trade, you hold it thinking it'll come back, and it doesn't. Now you've got the loss they avoided. You catch a perfect entry, you hesitate, wait for confirmation, by the time you're in, it's already moved. Even if you follow everything perfectly, there's still one thing you can't control, and that's your hesitation. And hesitation destroys profitability. This is the system that eliminates all the bullshit, guys. Imagine, the funding account is set up for you. The exact trades that make money are automatically executed. The risk is calculated and adjusted before you even think about it. The results, they're identical to the traders making 10K, 20K, even 50K a month. Not close, exact. Because in this system, there's nothing left to mess up. There's no, was my entry right? Or should I close now or hold? Or what if the strategy stops working? Everything that ruins traders. The overthinking, the hesitation, the randomness, it doesn't exist here. That's why this works. It's not about getting better at trading, it's about removing the human errors that make traders lose in the first place. So here's the reality. You can keep trying to figure this out on your own, knowing damn well where that's gotten you so far. Or you can click the link in the description, book a call, and let's set this up for you. Also, if you want more proof about anything, feel free to drop me a message on my IG.